Welcome to the big playground, a place full of smiles, laughter, and new friendships. Today's heartwarming story is perfect for a one-level English learners who want to enjoy simple, clear English while feeling inspired. We'll follow a day on the playground where neighbors become friends, games bring people together, and kindness builds a stronger community. So, grab your notebook, relax, and let's enjoy a story that will make you feel like you're right there, playing along. The sun was warm, and the sky was blue. I walked toward the big playground with a little excitement. Children were laughing and running everywhere. It felt like a happy place full of energy. I held my small backpack and looked around slowly. The swings moved back and forth in the wind. I could hear the sound of a ball bouncing nearby. Everything felt new and interesting. I took a deep breath and smiled. I was a little shy, but I wanted to join in. A group of children were playing tag near the slide. Their laughter made me feel welcome. The playground had bright colors everywhere. There was a red slide, yellow swings, and a green climbing frame. Parents sat on benches watching their kids. It felt safe and friendly. I walked closer to the swings and watched them move. A little boy ran past me holding a toy car. He smiled at me before running off again. That small smile made me feel braver. A group of girls were building something in the sandbox. They used small buckets and shovels to make castles. The sand looked soft and golden in the sunlight. I thought it looked fun to try. I looked around for someone who might want to talk. A boy with a blue cap was sitting on a bench. He was tying his shoes slowly. I decided to say hello. I walked toward him and waved. "Hi," I said softly, but clearly. He looked up and smiled back at me. His smile made me feel more relaxed. He told me his name was Tom. I told him my name too. We both said we liked coming to the playground. It was nice to find something in common so quickly. We started talking about our favorite games. Tom liked football, and I liked hide and seek. We laughed when we realized we both loved the swings. The conversation felt easy and natural. Tom asked if I wanted to join his friends. I nodded happily. We walked over to a group playing with a ball. Everyone looked friendly and ready to play. One girl passed the ball to me. I caught it and passed it to Tom. The others cheered when I joined in. I felt like part of the group already. We played catch for a few minutes. Everyone took turns throwing and catching. There was a lot of laughter when someone dropped the ball. No one got upset, and that felt nice. After the game, someone suggested we play tag. I had not played tag in a long time. My heart beat faster with excitement. I was ready to run. The rules were simple, and everyone understood them. We ran around the playground, trying not to get tagged. The air was filled with laughter and footsteps. It felt like pure fun. While running, I almost tripped on a small rock. Tom noticed and slowed down to check if I was okay. I smiled and said I was fine. His kindness made me happy. We decided to take a short break on the bench. Everyone shared their favorite playground stories. I told them about a time I built a big sandcastle. They listened with interest. A small boy near the slide started crying. His toy car was stuck under the climbing frame. He looked worried and didn't know what to do. I wanted to help. I walked over to him and bent down. "Don't worry, I'll help you," I said gently. I reached under the climbing frame and got the toy car. His face lit up with a big smile. He said thank you in a soft voice. I told him he was welcome. His mom smiled at me from a distance. Helping him made me feel proud. Tom saw what happened and gave me a thumbs up. He said it was nice to help others. I realized that even small actions can mean a lot. The playground felt even warmer after that. A little girl dropped her ice cream near the swings. She looked like she might cry. One of the older kids gave her half of his ice cream. That small act made everyone smile. I noticed how the playground was full of kindness. People helped each other in small ways. A lost ball was always returned. A fall was always met with a helping hand. We decided to play a new game with everyone together. It was a mix of catch and tag. The rules were funny but easy. Everyone agreed it was more fun with a big group. The game made us laugh so much. Sometimes we forgot the rules and just ran around. Nobody minded, because the goal was to have fun. It felt like we all belonged. When the sun started to set, the sky turned orange. Parents began calling their children to go home. The playground slowly became quieter. But my heart was still full of joy. Tom and I sat on the swings for a few minutes. We talked about coming back tomorrow. He said we could bring more friends next time. I liked the idea very much. I waved goodbye to everyone before leaving. Some kids shouted, "See you tomorrow." I smiled all the way home. It felt good to be part of a new group. That night, I thought about the day. I remembered the games, the laughter, and the kind moments. I felt thankful for the friendly people I met. I knew I wanted to return. The playground had taught me something important. Meeting new people could be fun and easy. A simple hello could start a new friendship. Helping others made the day brighter. The next morning, I woke up excited. I packed a bottle of water and a snack. I wore my favorite shoes for running. I could not wait to go back. When I arrived, I saw Tom already there. He was talking to two new kids. He waved at me to come join them. I felt happy to be included. We decided to teach the new kids our favorite game. They learned quickly and joined in the fun. We laughed when someone accidentally kicked the ball too far. It rolled all the way to the fence. Tom ran to get the ball. One of the new kids helped him. I noticed how quickly everyone worked together. It felt like we were already a team. During a break, we sat under the big tree. The shade was cool and comfortable. We shared snacks and stories. It felt like a small picnic. One of the new kids told a joke. Everyone laughed loudly. I realized how laughter can make people closer. It was another special moment. Suddenly, we saw a little boy struggling to climb the slide. Tom and I went over to help. We showed him where to put his feet and hands. Soon he reached the top and smiled proudly. Helping him felt good, just like yesterday. The others saw and joined in to help more kids. The playground became a place of teamwork. I knew I was part of something good. The morning was bright and clear, and the playground was full of happy voices. Tom called everyone together for a new game. He said it was time to try something that needed teamwork. Everyone agreed with smiles and excitement. We decided to build the biggest sandcastle we could. Some of us carried buckets of sand, while others shaped the walls. A few kids found sticks and leaves for decoration. It felt like everyone had a special job. At first, the walls kept falling down. We laughed and tried again. Tom suggested we make the base wider and stronger. Working together made the castle grow faster. I was in charge of making the small towers. My friend Mia brought me wet sand to help them stay strong. Another boy smoothed the walls carefully with his hands. Slowly, the castle began to look amazing. We added a moat around the castle. 2 kids poured water into it from a small bottle. It wasn't much, but it made the castle look real. Everyone clapped when it was done. Someone suggested adding a flag. Mia found a small stick and a piece of paper. We drew a big smiling sun on it. Then we placed it proudly on the tallest tower. When we stepped back, we saw what we had made. It was big, colorful, and full of details. We all felt proud of our hard work. Teamwork had made it possible. Tom said that working together was the best part. Mia agreed and said we should always help each other. I felt happy because everyone's ideas were used. No one was left out. After finishing the castle, we sat under the big tree. It was time to rest and drink water. Someone brought a small box of cookies to share. Sharing made the break feel even better. While we ate, Mia started telling a story about her pet cat. She said the cat loved to chase butterflies in her garden. Everyone listened with big smiles. It was fun to hear about her life. Tom told a story about visiting his grandmother in the countryside. He described the big river and the tall trees. He said he once saw a fox while playing outside. We all gasped in surprise. I shared a story about my first time at the beach. I told them how the waves felt on my feet. I said the sand was so soft and warm. Everyone wanted to visit the beach after hearing it. Other kids joined in with their own stories. We learned about different pets, different schools, and different favorite foods. Each story was special in its own way. It felt like we were traveling to many places without leaving the playground. Listening to each other made us closer. We learned about our friends' dreams and hobbies. We understood each other better. It made our group feel like a real community. Suddenly, during one story, something funny happened. A small squirrel ran across the playground carrying a piece of bread. It looked so serious, like it had an important mission. Everyone burst out laughing. The laughter was so loud that parents looked over and smiled. We couldn't stop giggling for a few minutes. Even the shyest kids were laughing with us. It was a moment we would always remember. Mia laughed so hard that she almost dropped her juice. Tom pretended to be the squirrel and ran around. This made us laugh even more. It felt like pure joy. When the laughter finally slowed, we all felt lighter. It was like the squirrel had brought us together in a magical way. We promised to remember this day. It was our big laugh moment. As the afternoon went on, we played more games. But the big laugh stayed in our minds. Every time someone mentioned the squirrel, we laughed again. It became our special joke. Before going home, we sat together to talk about the day. Tom said he learned how important teamwork was. Mia said she loved hearing everyone's stories. I said the big laugh showed how fun it was to be together. We agreed that friendship was built with moments like these. Helping, sharing, listening, and laughing made our bonds stronger. The playground wasn't just a place to play. It was a place to grow together. As the sun began to set, the sky turned pink and orange. Parents started calling for their kids. We waved goodbye to each other. Everyone left with happy hearts. I walked home thinking about everything we did. The teamwork, the stories, the laughter, it all felt special. I realized I had learned something important. Friendship is one of the best treasures we can have. The next time we met, we talked about making a new project together. Maybe it would be another sandcastle or a big game. We knew that working together would make it great. Team spirit was now part of us. Even the new kids who joined later could feel it. We welcomed them into our games. We shared our stories and our snacks. Soon, they laughed with us too. One day, we decided to help clean up the playground. We picked up small pieces of trash and put them in a bag. Parents noticed and thanked us. It felt good to give back to the place we loved. After cleaning, we rewarded ourselves with a game of football. We made teams and played fairly. No one argued about winning or losing. The fun was enough. I noticed that when someone fell, others helped them up quickly. If someone was tired, others took their place. We cared about each other's feelings. That's what made us a real team. We also started to celebrate small things. If someone scored a goal, we all cheered. If someone told a funny joke, we laughed together. Every day had something good in it. Sometimes, we had small disagreements. But we always talked and solved them. No one stayed upset for long. Friendship was more important than winning an argument. One afternoon, it started to rain while we played. At first, we thought about stopping. But then someone suggested playing in the rain. It turned into one of the most fun days ever. We ran, jumped, and splashed in puddles. Our clothes were wet, but we didn't care. The rain made everything more exciting. It was another moment we would never forget. Later, we dried off under the big tree. We told more stories while listening to the rain. The sound was calm and peaceful. It felt like a perfect ending to a happy day. That evening, I thought about our group. We came from different homes, schools, and families. But the playground brought us together. Now we were like one big family. We had learned to listen to each other. We had learned to share and to help. We had learned to laugh at small things. These lessons would stay with us forever. Even when we grew older, I knew we would remember. We would remember the castle, the stories, and the big laugh. We would remember the feeling of being part of something good. Friendship leaves a mark that never fades. What a wonderful day at the big playground! We saw how a smile, a game, or a helping hand can turn strangers into friends. If you enjoyed this heartwarming English story and want more easy lessons with meaning, hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and share it with friends who also love simple English stories. And tell me in the comments, what's your favorite memory from a playground? I read every single one, and I'd love to hear yours.